Over 70% of music publishers stumble on tough contract questions. In this video, you'll get the top 5 interview questions with polished example answers. Discover how to address an artist's contract concerns while safeguarding your company. Now let's tackle a question about innovation and efficiency. Describe a situation where you introduced a new idea or process that improved your team's efficiency in music publishing. Interviewers ask this to see how you drive improvements and manage change within a team. To craft a compelling answer, start by identifying a specific bottleneck in the music publishing process that you addressed. Next, use industry terminology like royalty tracking or metadata management to show your expertise. And finally, mention a measurable outcome, such as the time saved or increased accuracy, to demonstrate the real impact of your innovation. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
I noticed that our royalty tracking process was time-consuming and prone to errors. I proposed using a specialized software that automated data entry and integrated directly with our existing systems. After implementing it, our team cut down processing time by 30% and reduced errors significantly. This allowed us to focus more on creative tasks and improved our overall efficiency.
Let's dive into collaboration. How do you work closely with songwriters and artists? Here's a question that digs into your collaboration abilities. Can you describe a time when you worked closely with songwriters and artists to produce a successful music project? Interviewers ask this to gauge your teamwork skills and ability to drive projects to success in a creative environment. To craft a compelling answer, consider these tips. First, reference specific collaboration tools or methods you use to coordinate with artists. Whether it was using shared platforms or regular check-ins, these details show your organizational skills. Next, discuss how you manage differing creative visions to keep the project on track, which highlights your ability to mediate and maintain focus. And finally, include quantifiable results, like chart positions or streaming numbers, to clearly demonstrate the project's success. Here's what a strong answer sounds like.
I worked on a project with an up-and-coming artist where we aimed to create a breakthrough single. I coordinated weekly sessions using a project management tool to align schedules and track progress. When creative disagreements arose between the artist and the songwriter, I facilitated discussions to ensure both visions were considered, ultimately finding a harmonious blend. The single not only reached the top 10 on streaming charts, but also increased the artist's following by 30%.
Now, on to the art of negotiation. How do you navigate complex publishing deals? Let's talk about a common interview question for music publishers. Tell me about a challenging issue you faced in negotiating a publishing deal and how you resolved it. Interviewers ask this to gauge your negotiation skills and how you handle complex, high-stakes situations. To craft a compelling answer, start by highlighting how you balance both parties' interests to maintain long-term relationships, which is crucial in publishing. Next, include specific negotiation tactics you used, such as finding common ground or leveraging industry trends to show your strategic thinking. And finally, discuss any lessons learned that improved your future negotiation skills, as continuous improvement is key in this role. Let's dive into an example that illustrates these points well.
During a negotiation with an emerging artist manager, we hit a roadblock over revenue sharing. The manager wanted a larger percentage, citing the artist's growing popularity. I researched industry trends and proposed a tiered revenue structure tied to streaming milestones, ensuring both parties benefited as the artist's popularity increased. This approach not only resolved the issue, but also established a framework for future deals. From this experience, I learned the importance of flexibility and creative problem-solving in negotiations.
You're halfway there. We've tackled efficiency and collaboration. Now let's keep up the momentum as we dive into the rest. You're learning the questions, but knowing them isn't enough. Mock Interview Pro builds a music publisher preparation plan. You practice answering out loud, get real feedback, and sit through a mock interview that feels like the real thing. Link in the description. Now here it is. The question we warned you about: handling contract disputes. Here's a scenario you might face as a music publisher. Imagine an artist is unhappy with their contract terms. How would you address their concerns while protecting the company's interests? Interviewers ask this to assess your negotiation skills and your ability to balance empathy with business acumen. Let's talk about how you can tackle this question effectively. First, identify the artist's core concerns. This shows you truly understand their perspective, which is crucial in building rapport. Next, highlight potential win-win adjustments. This demonstrates your creative problem-solving skills and can lead to mutually beneficial outcomes. And finally, document the discussion for clarity and future reference. It not only builds trust, but also ensures accountability for both parties. Let me show you how to put this together.
When an artist expressed dissatisfaction with their royalty percentage, I first listened carefully to understand their specific concerns. I acknowledged their feelings and highlighted areas where we could adjust terms, like exploring a higher percentage on future releases. I proposed a solution that balanced their interests and the company's needs. Ultimately, we reached an agreement that increased their satisfaction and maintained our fiscal goals, all while documenting the negotiation process for future transparency.
And finally, decision time. How do you choose between two promising projects? Here's a question that really tests your strategic thinking. If you had to decide between two promising but resource-intensive music projects, what factors would you consider to make your decision? Interviewers ask this to see if you can balance creativity with business acumen, which is crucial in music publishing. To tackle this question effectively, start by quantifying potential ROI with specific metrics like projected revenue or market share to make your analysis concrete. Next, connect each project to the company's long-term strategic goals to demonstrate your alignment with the bigger picture. And finally, discuss gathering input from diverse stakeholders for a well-rounded view, which shows your collaborative approach to decision-making. Let me show you how to put this together.
I recently faced a decision between two high-potential music projects. First, I quantified the potential ROI by estimating projected revenue and market share for each. Then, I evaluated which project aligned better with our company's long-term strategy of expanding into emerging markets. I consulted with our marketing and A&R teams to gather diverse perspectives. Ultimately, I chose the project with a slightly lower initial ROI, but a stronger strategic fit, which resulted in a successful market entry and increased market share.
Your interview is coming. Stop preparing alone. Mock Interview Pro builds a music publisher preparation plan that adjusts to your timeline. Even if your interview is this week, it focuses on what matters most. Targeted practice, AI feedback, and a live mock interview so you walk in calm and clear. Start your preparation plan now. Link in the description. In this video, we explored how to introduce innovation for better team efficiency, collaborate effectively with songwriters and artists, tackle complex negotiations, address contract concerns, and make strategic project decisions. Remember, every challenge is an opportunity to shine. If you found these insights helpful, hit subscribe and get ready to crush your next interview.